Hi, beautiful beings of light. This is Yana, and welcome to my video in the month of August 2021. And we'll continue with my webinar and on healing transformation. I will expand and share more information. And just we're building the momentum. The energies are very intense. I feel I just need to share. More of my wisdom and knowledge based on direct experiences. It's actually my passion. That's my mission. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's a part of my assignment too, as well, bringing those higher cosmic energies online from the solar rishis and solar dragons here to this plane of existence as we're ascending, right? We're going to the next harmonic universe, number 2, where everything's about soul connection, consciousness, expansion, living in peace, harmony, balance, unity, Christos Sophia consciousness. Okay, so that's perfect alignment with God's divine will and alignment with the law of one, universal laws. Please study the Galactic Codex because that's a very important important part for our transition, how we transition, right? Implementing the Galactic Codex because we've been dealing with those negative aliens with their negative alien agenda, and they are doing everything to cut us off source from God. They're doing everything to, hijack our timeline, the Ascension timeline. They are doing everything to poison our DNA and our mind, right? MK Ultra. They want to stop the Ascension, so they have their agenda 2030, and unfortunately, some of souls will be kind of stuck in that 3D matrix, the lower vibrations, right, of negativity, that negative ego, that fear, and just detached from their soul essence. So we're sending prayers to those souls. Some of people dropping their bodies or leaving this earth plane. It doesn't mean it's sad. It just shows their soul contract maybe also over, it's up. So they're either they will meet us in those higher astral planes, or their time is up. They just decided not to ascend, or they just want to go somewhere else. Remember, there are so many things happening in those higher realms, ethereal realms. What we see is just a glimpse. It's almost nothing. We are 99.9% energy, 0.1% matter, right? So sometimes what you see is not what you see, and just hear half of what you hear, right? The kingdom of heaven is within. Know yourself and be free, Yahshua. So I'll be expanding also on his teachings and on yoga teachings. Remember, Yahshua also was a yogi. He went to India, Nepal, Himalaya. He met with the rishi sages of the Himalayan mountains in Tibet, or in this Buddhistic monasteries. That he was a Buddhist monk. They call him Isa. Okay, so he knew all about the chakra systems, the energies, the ascension. He went to Egypt, Giza pyramids, the great pyramids with swing for his initiation, because he already came as ascended, and just before then going back to Middle East, right? His body was already full of light. He's the thousandth son, yeah. He's the favorite son of God, and he was also provided or protected by his guardians and his star family, galactic family, right? Who were on a spacecraft. So the ET disclosure, it's this is a little bit almost like it's comic, it's funny, because these things been happening for eons, right? We are ancient, cosmic, luminous, angelic, divine human beings. So, and unfortunately, the negative ones, they did an incredible job on many things, to dumbing us down and forgetting who we truly are, and creating this kind of nonsense structure, going to work, but paying income tax, and paying insurance, and paying for utilities, and you gotta have a place to stay, otherwise you're like homeless. You gotta have a car with gas. I mean, there are levitating cars, spaceships, the propulsion, the reverse engineering back with Tesla, who discovered right, all these mathematical formula, sacred geometry 120 years ago. So we are here to resurrect the ancient wisdom. Okay, and the highly advanced technology. The thing is, why it is the way it is, all these cataclysm, the genocides back there in Lemuria, and the Atlantean cataclysm, right, because of misuse of highly advanced technology. That's why we have to correct everything, bring everything right side up, and be in that space of unconditional love in our heart center. Okay, so I'm inviting everybody to go into their center. Remember, through your breath, through pranayama, right? You center yourself, you go into that sacred space of your heart. That's how you can reconnect with your soul, with your true divinity, who you truly are. You connect to the crystal core of Mother Earth, right, with your intention. And of course, you connect to your the cosmic heart of Father, Mother, God, or the solar rishis. It's a cosmic Christ consciousness, Satya Sai Baba, Satya, truth, the truth. Only the truth will set you free. And see how everything unfolds. So welcome to webinar number 2. My videos are for educational, entertainment, informational purposes. I'm here to inspire you, empower you, give you information the way I interpret it through my soul signature, energy signature. How you guys then interpret what I'm sharing with you becomes your world, your reality, your story. And what you do with it is your responsibility, as we are very powerful co-creators with the divine. We are watching our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, even our deeds and actions, right? Because we're 99.9% energy, 0.1% matter, and we are the source, we are the power, we are the creators, we are the children of God. So what you put out there, then of course will come back to you. If you don't like something outside of yourself, or even inside of yourself around you, take a deep breath, say thank you. Always be in a state of gratitude, right? And I always talk about violet flame, Saint Germain, right? Invoking, seeing the amethyst color, just see the situation, the challenges engulfed or bathing in those energies of the violet flame, saying thank you, Saint Germain. He's the ascended masters of the new golden age, right? We're entering to the Aquarian age. We're resurrecting the energies of Atlantis, Lemuria, so we can heal the timelines of the wars, the galactic wars, electric wars, and now especially that was the World War I, World War II, and then everything that those wars kind of proxy wars of those negative ones, and those kind of the faction of the super soldiers, and the factions, the military factions, and so on. So many things have to be reconciled there as well, because that's not who we truly are. There's this still fight between the light and dark, the white heads and the dark heads, and we have the militia, or we have the Christos Templars, Knights Templar, right? And then we have the Luciferians, so which side are you now choosing, right? Because I was talking about the bifurcation. You'll see people stuck in a matrix who see people working for the dark, and it is what it is. We are responsible for ourselves. That's how we raise the frequency vibration. That's how we'll make the shift. That's how we'll make the transition, right? That's how we'll go to the next octave and live in peace and harmony with our children, raising them in a correct way, beautiful way. And that's what the cabal, the deep corrupted state was doing, right? Child sex trafficking and the satanic ritual abuse, sex magic, sex money magic, and the pedophilia ring, and the drug running and gun running and money laundering and so on. So we are the change makers. We are responsible. So of course we acknowledge all that. So many of us, we studied all that. There was so much research, right? I mean, we've been kind of known about those things for quite some time. And in this kind of reality, in this timeline, right, I've been kind of known about those things for a decade. And of course I've been sharing or mentioning a little bit, bits by bits, whatever happened to me when I was surrounded by military people, military guys. So it was not a pretty picture. So that's why we're always surrounding ourselves with love and light, right? Invoking the energies of a violet flame, right? Saint Germain. Let me see. So here, Ascended Master, actually Serapis Bey, right? He's you can call upon him regarding ascension, riding the ascension wave. I talk about lots of sacred geometry, right? It's like one of those. It's the geometry of the Holy Seal, light of God consciousness. Okay. We talk about the thousand sun, land of thousand suns, right? Lemurian time gate accelerator here. So please focus on these positive timelines, positive energies. And here we talk about the beloved Saint Germain, keeper of the violet flame of freedom, master of alchemy, transmutation, and ascension. Okay, so very important. This is one of also that's the anti-gravity, anti-aging Christ acceleration codes, and lightquest-internationally.com. Brian, I think his name is Brian. He's in Reno, I think, or Nevada. So that's his artwork that I've been actually keeping since 2016 when I was in Sedona, Arizona. So so because we are the second coming of the Christ, right? We are now the true government. We are the people. We need to represent that, and so we are the true leaders, like Mahatma Gandhi. We're the soldiers of peace, or Martin Luther King, right? Justice and peace, right? I forgot his famous sayings, but it's a very powerful leader, charismatic, and look what happened to him. And also I'm understanding more and more what happened with all this yoga philosophy and those powerful spiritual leaders who came over from India. Why so many tragic things happened to them, and why all they left suddenly, or they have to take Mahasamadhi. I mean, they have to pretty much go to those higher planes of existence, leaving their physical body here, because constant attack from those negative ones. Like I said, they have directed energy weapons, exotic weapons, and through the Galactic Codex, right, we are bringing everything into divine justice, and things are also happening on these earthly planes with the divine justice. We're very powerful beings bringing the federal government into justice and seeing things for what they are. Everything is exposed, so we have to be ready, and we have to ride the wave of ascension, or we have to ride the wave of divine justice in a proper and correct way, being centered and always be connected to God, to source. So that's our responsibility that I'm talking about. So my previous video I mentioned, please stock up on food. Things are happening, whether the civil war or the light and dark, the polarization happening. So you gotta be ready, prepared if they want to shut down internet. So you want to be ready, have some candle, batteries, solar charger for your phone, and so on, because everything is going to be exposed. We gotta unite, get together, and create small communities. For me, it's with ETs, my star family, Galactic family, especially also family from Talos, right? They're underneath. There's a portal underneath Mount Shasta, California. I was inviting to guys study the protocols of the fifth dimension. Here's a beautiful picture of Mount Shasta, California. And we are resurrecting the new Atlantis, just like Queen Elizabeth I was resurrecting the energies of golden age in Atlantis. She was a high priestess. Okay, I spoke about that sacred Journey to Atlantis by Dr. Norma Milanovic. Very powerful reading as well. And of course, my Eastern tradition, I feel very much connected to the Rishi sages of Himalaya and the Shiva, the transformational his transformational energy. Mahatavar Babaji, right, represents that energy of Shiva as well. So I connect to those. They're my guides or my sponsors, or that's what I work with. Satya Sai Baba, like I mentioned, and here's a priest Adama from Telos. Okay, so they do have the true priesthood, not the priesthood of the snake from the Babylonian kind of black magic and satanic rituals. So it has nothing to do with that. We have to resurrect those true energies, to correct everything, bring everything right side up, because they're also playing with that sacred geometry, right? And this is not allowed for them to do so anymore. So we have to be very vigilant, very strict, and responsible for what we do. Okay. And so also let me see what I wanted to mention. We did some powerful prayers. Let me go to the 7 steps of effective prayer. So we're working with the light. That's the prayer from the Light Center. It's a United Research, Black Mountain, North Carolina. So I release all of my past, negatives, fears, human relationships, self-image, future, human desires, and judgments to the light. I am a light being. I radiate the light from my light center throughout my being. I radiate the light from my light center to everyone. I radiate the light from my light center to everything. I am in a bubble of light, and only light can come to me, and only light can be here. Thank you, God, for everyone, for everything, and for me. So very important each and every day to surround yourself with the golden liquid crystalline light of who you truly are. The plasma light body is awakening in us, within us, right? We have the solar rays or the gamma rays coming online, very powerful energies. So of course it causes a lots of pain and tension in our bodies, and because we have to release the cellular densities, we have to release the negativity from our cells, from all parts of our bodies, okay, from our emotions, from our mind, from our feelings, and so on. So people are going through challenging situations. Also, wanted to mention people who work with there are lots of on computers. Please surround yourself with organites, okay, or healing energies, green energies, okay. Make sure you have some plants, or you look at like I'm looking at the intercoastal, looking at the trees. I'm not working with computers all the time. I'm not, this is when I'm creating videos. I'm happy to be online, but other than that, my job, I usually do other things. I clean, I organize spaces, and I am not a computer expert. So people who are, like engineers and so on, be careful. You can get also lots of attacks, lots of programming from your computers. So EM Harmonized is one of those websites. You can buy a sticker and make sure your devices are neutralized, right? Because the 5G towers and the invisible war is happening. Those negative ones have very powerful scalar weapons as well. So we are constantly being attacked. Some people are aware of it, some people are not aware of it, and that's why when you feel depression, when you feel really on your kind of bottom feet, or you hit the rock bottom, so to speak, I know that it's because you're very powerful. You have a mission here, and so please be diligent, do sadhana, do the inner work, surround yourself with the light divine, just like we read the prayers. I have some friends in India, so chanting whether Om Namah Shivaya or Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, very important. We are invoking the divine feminine energies, Holy Mother. Here we have Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, or it can be Saraswati, Lakshmi, right? Parvati, and let me see, there are other very the goddesses, of course, of ancient Egypt, right? Isis and Hathor, and the white buffalo calf women as well, and Fatima from that Middle Eastern tradition. Actually very attracted or connected to the Arabic, because of that Aramaic culture, tradition. The Middle East, there are very powerful gateways in Iran and Iraq, and I would say in Afghanistan, right? Unfortunately, or now it's of course being all liberated, but those native ones, they were controlling those very powerful vortexes, and that's how they were able to manipulate us and dump us down and bring us into that imprisonment, that prison planet. Okay, so remember, the body, our body, human body, has energies, has vortices, but don't forget that Mother Earth, she's a goddess Gaia. She also have chakras, and so where you see the wars raging happening, because she's got her powerful ascension chakras, portals and gateways, and so the Galactics are there and kind of fighting over it, right? And just protecting those portals that have been liberated, because we are ascending. The negative ones, they have to go, they have to leave the planet, or if they want to work with us, right, they have to acknowledge all these horrible things that they caused, because the law of cause and effect, right, the universal laws are now online. So what goes around comes around. You cannot hide, you cannot hijack, you cannot shove things under the carpet, you cannot just pretend nothing is happening. Some people are still procrastinating. It will be shown to right in front of your face what needs to be transformed, transmuted. I do not only energy work, right? We work vibrationally, but also I work in people's homes and spaces. Some people kind of maybe a little bit hesitant about it, or they don't feel comfortable, because I can go over people's closets or pantry or kitchen, and you just kind of have to keep things clean and organized, and even your detergents, read all the ingredients, because they put horrible chemicals everywhere, in our food, in our detergents, of course in our clothes as well. I'm saying, it's the negative ones, the shit of government. It's called self-killing, right? Fluoride in the water, all kind of experimentations with these things, and so that's why we need to acknowledge it, we need to embrace it, but also be responsible, do those adjustments, do those changes, especially those who are informed. So very important to be in the know and in the now. Okay, take a deep breath and release whatever needs to be released, and relax. I know I'm very intense, my energies are extremely intense, and I share lots of information. So with the ninth chakra that I mentioned in my previous video, right, there was the medulla oblongata. It's at the base of the skull, and it's like an etheric type of brain. It's rewiring, and let me see, in order to hold and be receptive to the golden chalice of transmitted universal knowledge. Okay, so that's the occipital cup. It holds the cosmic intelligence, right? And it's at the back of the neck. Okay, that's like I said, the base of the skull, the base of the skull right there, and it's the energy receiver of cosmic energy. So when you feel unwell, imagine the cosmic energy streaming into the back of your head and projecting itself throughout your body parts and areas that feel blocked and unwell. Very important. Also here, I just wanted to mention that the implants. So what happens when people have implants there, the implants behavior profile, that's in the application of the victimizer mind control implant. Its mechanism acts like a tick or leech that burrows itself deeper into the lower areas of the astral body, mostly the second chakra, and into the instinctual response functions, which impulse the spinal cord and the central nervous system. This central nervous system area is also at the base of the neck, at the local of the atomic doorway, the ninth chakra, medulla oblongata, where the inner spirit light reflects out of the eyes from the embodied monad. Monad is your oversoul. So that inner light will die or become dead in the eyes after this mind control implant takes control over the body through the central nervous system manipulation of stimulating lower ego. So when you see some of the politicians or like in military, when you look at pictures and the humans or not humans of the higher echelons, actually there is no light, there's just very black energy. They're blocked from God, from source, from what is. So this is to block spiritual body from embodiment into the physical layers. The etheric implant is the reptilian brain implant that is placed in the structure of the brain stem via the medulla oblongata. This is a way to manipulate the central nervous system impulses to the brain to change or stimulate thought control via the negative ego or lower third layers of the subconscious, instinctual, and conscious mind matrix. So medulla oblongata, Ascension glossary, Lisa Renee, I think her information is incredible. It's been very effective for me because what I've been going through, the military, the Marine Corps, right? The abuse, the violence, the MK Ultra, how they were hijacking and really, torturing and just kind of damaging my light body, my bioneurology, and so that's why, unfortunately or fortunately, I'm bringing the information online because those things are happening, and I'm very thankful for somebody like Lisa Renee. She pretty much it was being downloaded, the information from those higher ethereal realms from her guardians, crystal star guardians, and so on. So also, I wanted to mention that, let me see, beings that do spiritual, intuitive, or energy session work also have higher tendency to have adrenal thyroid burnout. So this tends to be a foundation guideline that you may want to add, like iodine, dulce, or seedweed, working with protecting your thyroid and the adrenal glands. Let me see. Working with the protecting, and you need mineral composition. Minerals are the substance required for the conductors firing between nerve synapses. So when the nerves are firing really fast, it's conducting it through a mineral base. So certain things like mineral salt, brain tissue salt, homeopathics that support neural net and nerves will help soften that nervous exhaustion and fried out feeling. So Highlands Bioplasma is a highly suggested starseed supplement to help with the nervous system. So I know lots of people are going through migraines and headaches and so on. So there are so many challenges and so many factors into it, and some people may go to a doctor and have a brain scan and then nothing is happening, nothing is showing up, because now things are happening etherically or astrally on those invisible planes, and we're opening ourselves to those invisible dimensions. So just to let you know that there are so many people, they actually know what's going on and then can give you suggestions and we need the illumination of the mind from that MK Ultra, from that programming, conditioning. People so much, they're turned on the outside, the outward, that things outside themselves will save them, or they will constantly seek for explanations on the outside. And of course, through research and reading, we do that. But in order then we need to synthesize, integrate that, we need to do the inner work. Very important. That's why I talk about the yoga, the yoga steps, yoga philosophy. I mean, yoga union with the divine. Okay. And it does requires a lots of work and synthesis of energies and transformation, working with the violet flame and bringing your ascension body online, your light body, your crystalline light body, your plasma light body, right? So we need to illuminate our mind so it can synchronize with our heart, and that's how we ascend. Because the dark matrix, the black magic, that's has been around this planet for quite some time, and it's being dismantled. We need to transmute that. We have new crystalline grid. We have the 5D grid, the heart human grid. So please reconnect with that. Join us each Sunday for the Ascension meditation with Sandra Walter. We've been doing it for 5.5 years. So we're building the momentum. Very important to be consistent with your work, inner work, and with your meditation. It's not like, oh, you see one video and that's it, and somebody else is going to do it for you. You have to be active and participate. You have to be proactive in your spiritual work, because each of us, we have to embark, we have to get on our healing spiritual journey of ascension, of enlightenment, and only individually we can do it, individually, collectively, but the inner work and the individual work is required. Sadhana, meditation, nobody can meditate for you. Okay, nobody can do the work that you need to do for yourself, whether it's that cleansing, clearing, purification, reconnecting to God, to source, knowing who you are or what is your mission. Nobody can give you that answer to you, only you, because the answers are within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you, the inner work. So that's what I kind of putting out there, the inner work. I know it's very challenging, but knowing yourself, know who you are, and be free, and all about self, all about understanding the self. That's kind of where I'm coming from. So let's quickly repeat the steps of yoga. So we have the yama or social ethics. So ahimsa is no harm, right? Truthfulness, no stealing, but not only things, right? Physical things, but also energy. So no more, like especially was in the military, they have all kinds of technology. They harvest your energy, they steal your energy, right? All this through abuse, violence, and torture, and then use that energy against me. They were using the energy against me, but that's my energy. You distorted it. I transform it. That's why I claim the energy back. I resurrect those energies. Okay, I'm sovereign. I'm God sovereign free. I'm divine. Respect. God sovereign free boundaries. Amen. Very important. Moderation, that's why being in that 0-point balance, that's why the middle path, choosing the middle path, the yellow brick road, because we talk about the law of rhythm, right? The pendulum is swinging from right and left. It swings up, and guess what? It's going to swing also very a lot to the other side. So that's why you want to stay in your center. That's how you can transcend the lower vibes, right? And go to the next octave. And modesty, talk about the modesty and just being humble, simple life, high thinking. There was Sri Shivananda was talking about it. Okay. Niyama, the second step is niyama. It's personal principles, right? Cleanliness, contentment, austerity, study, self-surrender to God. So cleansing, clearing, purification of your body, mind, and soul. So energy cleansing, right? The chakra cleansing through healing music, solfeggio tone. We may go over some of that stuff, but Epsom salt. drinking distilled water. Okay, we do superfood smoothies and proteins with chlorella and spirulina, zeolite. I'm taking shilajit, and also I'm taking ASEA. ASEA as perfect for your cells, so they can start communicating, giving you right signals, or they get right messages, so your body can attain health, and that's how also you boost your immune system. Remember, the saltiness, the saline solution are important for our body, for our electrolytes. And I need to actually take magnesium. I had some cramps. I'm forgetting to take magnesium. So thank you for reminding me. I have to take that. So the third step is asanas, or yoga postures, right? Pranayama is control of the breath, prana, which is the source of all energy and the vital force in every being. So how you're becoming conscious, when you're becoming conscious of your breath. And when you become conscious of your breath more and more, that's how that consciousness of your being comes online more and more, and you start remembering more and more who you truly are, right? And you live in the present moment, and you give gratitude to all that is. That's why I love the Tantra, the Tantric yoga. That's the energy work on the spiritual path. It is a scripture that contains information on the innermost secrets of the cosmos and the universe. It offers techniques, teachings, and spiritual practices to obtain inner wisdom. It includes mantras, rituals, visualization, pranayama, and meditation. So Tantra is a part of Ayurveda, the traditional medicine of India. It is a rather ascetic and dangerous path in spiritual practices. It turns breathing, eating, sleeping into rituals and sacred practices. Okay, Tantra is the glorification of the cosmic power that is behind ordinary sexuality. It transmutes sexual energy, which is the core of our existence. Tantra sees the body as a mystical symbol, as an instrument of experience, but not our true identity. It encourages self-discipline and detachment from the external world. Through Tantric yoga, limitations are transcended into inner freedom and eternal happiness. Tantra also teaches that emotions are limited cosmic energies due to our attachments and dependencies to the physical world. It stresses the importance of letting go of the ego. Let go, let God. Satya Sai Baba was saying that man minus ego equals God. Tantra gives reverence to the feminine cosmic energy, which represents the feminine qualities of receptivity, loving kindness, and compassion. Right? Compassion, Kuan Yin. Okay? Compassionate. Very important to be compassionate, being that compassionate heart, be the compassionate witness of all that's been happening and now what is transpiring. The goddess is the beauty in nature, the meadows, the mountains, the ocean, the sky, the flowers, and the forest. The goddess delights herself not only in sexual beauty, but she also wants us to recognize our ultimate beauty in our mind and within our hearts. Okay, Tantra yoga. So we had the pranayama. So the other step, the fifth step, is pratyahara, or the inward focus, right? That's kind of teaching you guys going deep within through your breath. And alignment with your soul and the core of Mother Earth. When you feel your heartbeat, just connect to the heartbeat of Mother Earth. That's how you synchronize and raise your frequency vibration. That's how you heal. So restrain from the senses, from the objects, right? So instead of constantly going outside or out there, dinner and buying things, see how many things you already have at home, and organize your space and cook for yourself and do something simple, or just cut your apple and put coconut oil on it with cinnamon or cardamom, and flax seeds, and just kind of enjoy simple food. Put lemon and lime on it as well. I mean, this is kind of how I eat. And be on the sun, synthesize the solar rays, and activate your DNA, and you feel the lightness of your being, and so you don't have to eat that much. Yeah, of course I'm kind of vegan. Sometimes I eat butter. I love butter, so Just that's kind of whether it comes from my culture tradition. There's this book from Magenta Pixie. I don't have it here near me right now. So living in Lemuria, or how we transcending karma through nutrition. Magenta Pixie, book from Lemuria. Okay, just a beautiful channeling she got from the Council of Nine, or whoever she channels, right? How it used to be in Lemuria culture, the nature and coconut water, and just only on superfood, and of course nuts as well, and what is it? The squash, family of squash, and pumpkin, very magical and spiritual. Look what happens during the Halloween here. Everything's being hijacked and infiltrated by the reptilians, dumbing down, and all these horrors films, to instigate fear in us. So that all needs to be transformed, transmuted. So I talk about what the senses, simple life, simple diet, superfood, distilled water, Ayurvedic food. For the mind, Ayurvedic massages, Abhyanga, right? Shirodhara. I'm going to my friend very soon. I'm going to give her a head massage with warm sesame oil, okay, and align her chakra column, working with the chakra system. So that needs to be energized, working with the violet flame. The negativity needs to be released from your light body, from your physical body, from your energy field. So the other step, the sixth step, is dharana, concentration, fixing the mind on a spot. I mean, when I close my eyes, I go to my third eye, and actually there I go into my center of the brain, where the pineal gland resides, right? That's the cosmic technology, or the crystal technology, connects you to those cosmic rays of creation. And that's how you can connect to cosmos, or to higher dimensions, and be reminded of your multidimensionality. And dhyana, or meditation, that's where you stay focused, in that fixed spot, and your consciousness expands, and you feel your divinity, the guru within. Okay, Om Tat Sat. Everything is within. The kingdom of heaven is within. Know yourself, be free. You're the light. You're the light of the world. You're divine. You're the sacred geometry. You're the beloved mighty I am presence. Right? You're the soul logos. You're the sun. You're everything. I am that I am. And it is what it is. Yeshua. Lord Sananda. I'm eternal. The eternal flame of creation. Samadhi, that's how you attain the super conscious state of mind. Nirvana, Samadhi, okay? And like Matavar Babaji, he can dematerialize himself. He can work with the weather and with the clouds, of course, for the prosperity, for the benefits, and for the good of all, okay? There is no agenda but to serve God, to love God with all your heart, mind, and soul. So those were 8 steps of yoga, okay? And I mentioned the Tantra yoga and life as a celebration. We live in the present moment. Be aware of your breath, everything happening now. The power of now. There's this book. Some of you may read it, may be interested to read that book. So again, going back to dream, reality, life, all is one. Life is nothing but a dream. But for me, like reality, like I said, what is functional, what makes sense, me being Taurus, also very physical, being in this material, physical plane of existence, embodying or integrating or bringing online the cosmic divine energies, right? But for me, how do I support my physical body? So my reality, I still have to go to work, part-time job, right? Pay my bills, I have to cook, going over to my friend's home place. We're going to make smoothies, superfood, drinking distilled water. So what is my reality right now? I'm creating making the video for you guys as part of my project, and those who are part of my community. So those who are aligned with my message, what I have to say. This is part of my assignment, spreading the wisdom, knowledge with you. We're also DNA activators, light code carriers. So if you don't understand what I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Just close your eyes, go into your heart. Just feel the energies, okay? Feel the vibration. Just be in the flow. All is well. And just dream something beautiful. Dream the desires of your heart. Invoke or be in that the right hemisphere of your brain, right? The mind. That's the feminine mind of imagining, teleportation. Beautiful images, right? Writing poetry. So that's the right hemisphere of the mind. The left being functional, practical, logistic. We need that as well. We need to do some research, some analysis. But then we combine everything, integrate everything, synthesize everything into the one. Okay? Into that divine heart, cosmic heart, and that's the connection to the divine. That's this is just the vessel of the divine energy, cosmic divine energies. But here, life also is a state of mind. We are consciousness, but also we're learning our lessons. This is like a school, okay, to evolve, to grow. And again, the negative ones, they don't want people to grow, to explore their divinity, because they use us as a food, as an energy. That's why learn and understand how to master yourself, how to master your energy, okay? How to master your prana, how to master your sexual energy, right? Through breath, through breath work. Pratyahara, I'm sorry, how to work with breath. I'm very spacey right now. Self-realization, self-mastery, Ascension, Satya Sai Baba, cosmic divine energies coming online. You're the spirit, you're the soul, you're the divine. All is happening now. This beautiful, loving magenta, pink energy, violet flame surrounding us, transforming all these impurities. We're ascending, going to the next octave, next dimension. I'm receiving love from the solar rishis, the solar sages, the solar dragons. We're aligning with divine will, divine law, divine justice. Everything is coming online. Only love. Okay, through love. Okay, the message, we are the love, only through love, only through compassion. We transform, we heal, we ascend. Cosmic divine law, cosmic love. Satya Sai Baba. Illumination of the mind through loving yourself, being in your heart. Lots of healing and loving energies. Lots of support that we receive from the cosmos, from the guardians, from our angels, star family, galactic family, archangels, solar rishis. Divine Christos, divine Christos. I see the crystalline white light. Thank you, Satya Sai Baba. We just received very powerful encodements, very powerful codes from Satya Sai Baba. He's constantly activating me, working on me, helping me with my project, right? So that was the energy that just came online in a very intense, powerful way. The pink energy, and of course the energy of the violet flame. Thank you for the transmission. We are all one heart, one race, one planet, one people. Heaven on earth. We are the people, we are the world, we are the government. We are the ancients. We are the ancient ones. Only love. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Pearls of wisdom. Only silence remains. So I was just overwhelmed with this transmission. It was so much love, so much light is being sent to you, my beloveds, those who are following my channels, so my viewers. Cosmic Christosophia, consciousness, embodiment. May you be well. Many blessings and namaste. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.